BD5 Pilot with you out at the Hillsboro hangar, and I am out on a Sunday getting some work done. So I have deburred and cleaned and filed the edges and ready to mix up a little bit of Pro Seal to install all of these brackets and parts. But one of the first things I have to do is one of my favorite tasks: get into this little pint jar that's got MEK into it and brush off all the prior used Clecos. So I have a whole set of cleaned Clecos to use. Almost done with that task. I've also got all the holes that were drilled in the fuselage itself, all deburred, cleaned up, and they're ready for the install process. I just have to finish cleaning those Clecos up. I'll be back with another video soon. I'm back, and through the miracles of the video camera, it seems like just a blink of an eye, and I got all those Clecos cleaned up. But anyone who's done that work knows that's not the case. Time to mix up some Pro Seal and go to work. First, I've got to do a whole group of these rivets that are countersunks. That takes a different rivet, so I keep a separate container that has those. And every place I've got these little countersunk ones, I'll be putting those in first. And then the one that goes into the fuselage bottom, this one also is going to be riveted in from the bottom into that space. So I'll get that started, and then we'll move on to the 410 rivets, which are the ones that have the little bump on their head, because that's a separate container. I'll be back. And once again, that quick, we're back, and I've got the countersunk areas all pro-sealed, Clecos holding things in place, and I'm ready to jump over to the rivet gun and do these portions first, so then I don't confuse and grab the wrong rivets. Well, there we have another good day of work. I've got this piece, the part that needs to be glued and riveted together. There'll be some final trimming, and then of course I said I'm going to make these screw at the bottom, screw at the top into that ridge on the fuselage edge there. Use one of the, basically the water line on the aircraft for strength to screw that in and hold that in place. It gives me a lot more capabilities with adjustments and ease of getting that little cable in for the capstan drive. The other parts went in beautifully, and they're very, very sturdy. These don't move around a whole bunch at all, and happy with this. I believe that's going to hold that gascolator in such a way that I don't deal with it coming loose or vibrating and causing problems in flight. I don't want anything with the fuel system vibrating and coming loose. And you can see from the gear well area all the new sets of rivets that went in, and then that doubler that went in to keep that gascolator from moving around. But very happy with the installation, and it's not going to interfere with the operation of the gear either. So after 3 weeks of not being able to get anything done on the plane, I'm back in the game, and actually was very happy with the amount of work I got done for this weekend, and we're ready to move forward with just the installation of the servos. Just make sure they fit and operate like they're supposed to, but then get on with the motor mount itself, and then be able to get on with the drive line as well once I have the final exact placement of that motor. BD5 Pilot is out for now. Everyone have a great weekend.